Good morning, students.
Good morning, sir.
Audio video is okay.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So before the vacation or exam mid semester, we were doing a transportation problem. So in continuance of that, let us have this problem in a 3 cross 3 transportation problem. Let xij be the amount shipped from source I to destination j, and let cij be corresponding transportation cost per unit. Amount of supply at the source 1, 2, 3 are 15, 30, 85 units respectively, and the demand at destination 1, 2, 3 are 20, 30, 80 units respectively. Assume that starting northwest corner solution is optimal and that the associated value of the multipliers are given as u1 is equal to minus 2 and so on. Find the associated optimal cost. So here we have the problem. It is given to you. We have the problem of 3 by 3, right? So here we have the, on this side we have the source, and on this side we have the destination. And it is given to you that at the source we have the supply limit 15, 30, and 85, and demand limits are 20, 30, and 80. So first you check whether the problem is balanced or not. So it is the 15, 30, 85. So it is 130, and this is also the 130. So problem is balanced, and it is given to you northwest corner method. So from the northwest corner method, here you have to allocate the 15, then you have to allocate the 5, then here you have to allocate the 25, then here you have to allocate the 5, and here you have to allocate the 80. So this whatever the solution you are getting from the northwest corner method, they are claiming that it is the optimal with multipliers u1 is equal to minus 2, u2 is equal to 3, and u3 is equal to 5, v1 is equal to v1 is equal to 2, v2 is equal to 5, v2 is equal to 5, and v3 is equal to 10. V3 is equal to 10. So you know that for the for the basic solution, for the basic solution, we know that Cij is equal to Cij is equal to Ui plus Vj. So here C11 will become 2 plus minus 2, that is the 0. Then C21 will be the 5, C21 will be the 5, and C22 will be the 8, and C32 will be 5 plus 5, 10, and C33 will be 15. So now they, in the first question they have asked find the associated optimal cost. So we know that optimal cost is what? Summation of Cij Xij. So it will become 15 into 0, 15 into 0 plus 5 into 5 plus, and so on. And last we have the 80 into 15. 80 into 15. So here you will get the total cost as a 1475. Clear this part? So in this way we can compute the optimal cost. In the B part, determine the smallest value of the Cij for each non-basic variable. So for each non-basic variable means here we have the non-basic variable. So C12, C13, C23, and C31. So they are asking determine the smallest value of Cij for each non-basic variable that will maintain the optimality of northwest corner method. Means current, whatever the current step, that is the optimal. So for that we use the optimality condition of the simplex method or linear programming in because the transportation problem is always the minimization problem. So here we take the ui plus vj minus cij must be less than equal to 0, must be less than equal to 0. So here you have u1 plus v2 minus c12 less than equal to 0. So here you will have u1 is equal to minus 2 and v2 is equal to 5. So minus 2 plus 5 minus c12 less than equal to 0. So this will give you c1 it will implies c12 must be greater than equal to 3. So that is the limit. If you take and the value C12 greater than equal to 3, you will get the current optimal current northwest corner method as a optimal solution. So similarly, you can compute for all by this approach. So here we have the C12 greater than equal to 5. Similarly, for the C13 greater than equal to 8, C23 greater than equal to 13, and C31 greater than equal to 7. Is there any doubt? Online,
No,
is there any doubt?
no, sir.
Now, in the next question, the transportation problem in table 5.29. So this is the table 5.29. The indicated degenerate basic solution. Why the degenerate basic solution? Here, number of rows are 2 and number of columns are 3. So total number of the basic solution must be m plus n minus 1. So 2 plus 3 minus 1, that is the 4. Presently we have only the 3 basic solution. Presently we have only the 3 basic solution, but there must be m plus n minus 1 must be the 4. So any one out of these any one must be at 0 level, right? Any one of these must be at 0 level as a basic variable. Then only we have the m plus n minus 1. And whenever the basic variable at 0 level, from the simplex method or from the linear programming, we call the degenerate solution, right? Whenever the basic solution at 0 level, we call the degenerate solution. So here the transportation problem also can have the degenerate solution when the basic solution uh, any any one basic solution is at 0 level. So it is given to you that is at the one of the basic variable is 0. Suppose that multipliers associated with this solution are u1 is equal to 1, u2 is equal to minus 1. So here u1 is equal to 1 and u2 is equal to minus 1, and v1 is equal to 2. Let's write here v1 is equal to 2 and v2 is equal to 2, v2 is equal to 2, and v3 is equal to 5, v3 is equal to 5, and that the unit cost for all the basic uh, non-basic 0 xij variable is given by the cij is equal to I plus j theta, I plus j theta, where theta can take any value from minus infinity to infinity, means theta can be any real number. If a given solution is the optimal, determine the associated optimal value of the objective function. So we know that again the same approach. We know that for the basic solution, ui plus vj is equal to cij, right? Ui plus vj is equal to cij. So this will come. U1 is equal to 1, v1 is equal to 2, so it will be the 3, right? C11 will be the 3. Similarly, C23. C23 minus 1 and 2, so it is the 1, and C23, right? C22 is the 1, and C23 will become minus 1 and 5, so it is equal to 4. So the optimal solution will come 10 into 3 plus 20 into 1 plus 20 into 4. So 80, 100 and 130. So it is the optimal cost will be the 130 for this transportation problem. Now, for the non-basic variable, they have said that whatever the whether the basic variable or non-basic variable, they are saying that it is equal to I plus j theta. So it means in this case C12, C12 means this place. C12 is equal to the 1 plus 2 theta. C22, C13. C13 means this place. So C13 will become 1 plus 3 theta, and C21, C21 will become 2 plus theta. It is given to you, Cij is nothing, it is the I plus j theta. Now, determine the value of the theta that will guarantee the optimality of the given solution. Locate the zero basic variable. So first you have to say that this is the, here uh, current solution is the optimal solution. So for the current solution, for the non-basic variable, we know that ui plus vj minus cij must be less than equal to 0. So if you take u1 plus v2 minus c12, so u1 is what? 1. U1 is 1 plus v2. V2 is 2 plus or minus c12 minus 1 minus 2 theta must be less than equal to 0. So this will give you 1 and 1 cancel out. So theta must be greater than equal to 1. Theta must be greater than equal to 1. Similarly, if you compute u1 plus v3 minus c13 is equal to, so u1 is equal to 1, v3 is equal to 5, and c13 means minus 1 minus 3 theta must be less than equal to 0. So it will cancel out. So theta must be greater than equal to 5 by 3. 5 by 3. Similarly, u2 plus v1 minus c21. So if you take u2, u2 is equal to minus 1 plus v1, that is the 2 minus 2 minus theta, it must be less than equal to 0. So this will cancel out. So here the theta must be greater than minus 1. So theta must be greater than minus 1. Theta must be greater than equal to 5 by 3. Theta must be greater than equal to, theta must be greater than equal to 1. So if you take the intersection, theta must be greater than equal to minus 1, theta must be greater than equal to 5 by 3, and theta must be greater than equal to 1. So if you take the intersection, so this will give you theta is equal to, right? If you take the theta is equal to 5 by 3, so it satisfies the all the three inequalities. So that is the minimum value of the theta which guarantee that current solution is the optimal solution. So as you put theta is equal to 5 by 3, theta is equal to 5 by 3, automatically this Cij, right, this cost will become the 0. So it means this is the basic variable at the 0 level. This is the basic variable at the 0 level. So that's, here we have done theta greater than equal to 1, theta greater than equal to 5 by 3, theta greater than equal to minus 1. So this yield theta is equal to 5 by 3, and this will give you x13 is equal to 0. That is the basic variable at 0 level, and keep this will keep the this will keep x13 as a degenerate solution. Clear? clear what the question wants and what I want to convey here?
Yes, sir.
Now, as I have told you, transportation problem is nothing. It is the special case of the linear program. In starting, I have told you that how to write the given problem as a linear program. So here we have the transportation problem. Let us understand by the 3 by 3 example. So here what we have the limit of the source 1, 2, 3. Here we have the destination 1, 2, 3. So let the source limits are A1, A2, A3, and destination limits are B1, B2, B3. These are the destination limit. One minute. Let us redraw the problem. So just to clear the concept, I am taking the 3 by 3 problem. Here we have the source 1, 2, 3, and here we have the source limit A1, A2, A3. Here we have the destination 1, 2, 3, and their limits are B1, B2, B3. Now we know that here we have the cost C11, C12, C13, C23, no, C2, C21, C22, C23, C31, C32, and C33. And corresponding allocation will be the X11, X12, X13, X21, X22, X23, X31, X32, and X33. So we have this. So if you want to write the given transportation problem as a linear program, so it will become minimize Z is equal to C11, X11 plus C12, X12 plus C13, X13 plus C21, X21 plus C22, X22 plus C23, X23 plus C31, X31 plus C23, X23 plus C33, X33. Subject to X11 plus X12 plus X13 less than equal to A1. X21, X22, X23 less than equal to A2, or less than equal to, or you can say is equal to also, right? Because complete allocation generally we do. And then we have X31, X32, X33 less than equal to A3, then X11, X21, X31 less than equal to B1, X12, X22, X32 less than equal to B2, and X13, X23, X33 less than equal to B3. And here all Xij greater than equal to 0. So this is the translation of transportation problem as a linear program. Now, if you take the dual of this, so you associate dual variable, let's say u1, u2, u3, corresponding to these constraint. Corresponding to these constraint, you associate dual variable v1, v2, and v3. So, if you associate this, so what will be the dual problem? Dual problem will become maximize w is equal to a1 u1 plus a2 u2 plus a3 u3 plus b1 v1 plus v2 v2 plus v3 b3 v3, right? Subject to x11, so subject to u1 plus v1 corresponding to x11, right? Corresponding to x11, so u1 plus v1, and here we have the c11, so less than equal to c11. Similarly, u1 plus v2 less than equal to c12, u1 plus v3 less than equal to c13, then u2 plus v1 less than equal to c21, u2 plus v2 less than equal to c22, and u2 plus v3 less than equal to c23, then u3 plus v1 less than equal to c31, u3 plus v2 less than equal to c32, and u3 plus v3 less than equal to c33. And here ui plus or ui and vj are urs, unrestricted in sign. So that is the dual of the given linear program. So here you can observe what is this. Here it is nothing special, that is the method of the multiplier, right? That is the here the ui and vj, whatever the dual variable we have taken, that is the multipliers, whatever the multipliers we have considered there. So these are the multipliers. So if you generalize this, if you generalize this, so our problem will become, right, here maximize summation of ai ui plus summation bj vj subject to ui plus vj less than equal to cij for all I and j, and ui and vj are unrestricted inside. Means these ui and vj are the same, whatever the multipliers till now we have studied, right? So it means in the method of multiplier, whatever the cost we are computing, so for the cost, when we compute the reduced cost, we compute na, left of dual constraint, left of the dual constraint minus right of the dual constraint, right of dual constraint, right of the dual constraint. So that is the ui plus vj minus cij. And for the basic variable, it must be 0, right? For the non-basic variable, it must be non-zero. For the basic variable, it must be 0. For the non-basic variable, it must be non-zero. Depending over the problem, right? Whether you are solving the minimization problem or the maximization problem, we will check for the non-basic variable. It may be the non-negative, or it may be the non-positive, depending over the problem of the maximization or minimization. So the same theory we are using here also, just in the different form, because it is the special case of the linear program. So the whatever the theory of the linear program we are using, but in the little bit transformed form. Clear? How the simplex method is related to the current solution method? Clear? Online?
Yes, sir.
Let us have this question. In the transportation model, one of the dual variable assume an arbitrary value. In general, what we take when we compute the multipliers, we take the convention is the u1 is equal to 0. This is only the convention. This is only the convention, right? You can take any value, not necessarily only the u1 is equal to 0. You can take u2 is equal to 5, u7 is equal to 7. Means any arbitrary multipliers you can take as a arbitrary value, not necessarily always on the for the first multiplier you have to take the 0. That is only the one special case. So in the transportation model, one of the dual variable assume arbitrary value. This means that for the same basic solution, the values of the associated dual variable are not unique. Means if you consider the any ui as a any value, any value, it means for that we have the different set of the ui and vj corresponding to our assumption. We have the different set of the ui and vj, right? So it means they are the not unique. If they are not unique, and you know that dual solution give the can give the optimal value of the primal problem also. It means is also not unique. But you know that for the transportation problem always we have the unique solution, right? So where we have the contradictory, the value of the associated dual variable are not unique. The result appears to contradict the theory of the linear program, where the dual variable are determined as a product of the vector of the objective coefficient for the basic variable and associated inverse of the basic basic matrix. Means it is what? It is the CBB inverse. We know that dual variable y is nothing, it is the CBB inverse, big duality theorem. In the big duality theorem also we have studied this, or you can say method 2 in section 4.2.3. So that for the transportation model, though the inverse basic is unique, the vector of the basic objective coefficient are not so, specifically so that Cij is changed to Cij plus k for all ij where k is constant, then optimal value of the xij will remain same. Means either you take the Cij or Cij plus k, means there we have the addition of some constant in all cost, the optimal solution will be remain same. Xij will be the same whether we have the changed cost, right? Though we have the same optimal solution of the xij. Hence, the use of the arbitrary value of the dual variable is implicitly equivalent to assuming that specific constant k is added to all Cij. Means whenever we are considering different set of the Uij, it means we are taking the different constant value, and that constant value will not change the optimal solution. So here we are not contradicting. We are getting the same optimal primal solution. So we know that a transportation problem is of this form: minimize z is equal to summation over the I and j cij xij subject to summation xij is equal to ai and summation xij is equal to bj for the different values of I and j. Now, instead of the Cij, if you take the Cij plus k, Cij plus k, so let's say max z dash is equal to summation Cij plus k into xij So Cij into xij plus k into xij we can write. And if you take the summation of xij over the j from 1 to n, so it is known, it is given to you, it is nothing, it is the ai, right? And summation of all ai, because it is the constant, so this will become the, let's say this is the k is already constant, so let's say it is the capital K. So here we have taken the This is the z dash. So z dash is equal to summation of the Cij Xij plus capital K, or z dash is equal to z plus k. Means wherever we have the optimal value of the z dash, at the same place we have the optimal value of the z. Means the optimal value will not be affected. Optimal value of the primal, optimal value of the original problem of the transportation model will not be affected by taking uij arbitrary value. For the convention we are taking, for the easiness we generally take the u1 is equal to 0, but you can take u1 is equal to 1, u1 is equal to minus 1, u1 is equal to 2, or any multipliers you can consider. Just it will change the value of the z, but not optimal solution of the transportation problem. Xij will come same. So this result showed that optimization using z or z dash yield the same optimal value of the xij. Either you take the z dash cij plus k, or z cij, you will get the same optimal value of the xij. To show why the dual values associated with the given primal basic solution are not unique, note that for any constant k, dual value is equal to what? Dual value is equal to CBB inverse. So CBB inverse means original basic objective coefficient plus k into inverse. Into inverse. So this will, because inverse is the unique. So this means that even though the optimal primal solution is unique for all k, right? For all k, there are infinity of the dual values, each corresponding to given value of the k. Means here we can have infinitely many values of the dual variable depending over the value of the k, right? But the optimal solution will not affect because we have the unique inverse. So conclusion is that an arbitrary value assigned to one of the dual variable, either the any ui or any vj, just for the convention we take u1 is equal to 0 as a special case for the particular value of the k. Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now there are very important question. There are four villages d1, d2, d3, d4 which are affected due to the floods. Food grain is to dropped in these villages by the three aircrafts S1, S2, S3. Following matrix is given. Following matrix is given. In our matrix, AI denote total number of trips that the aircraft SI can make in one day, and BJ denote number of trips required to village DJ in the in one day. The cost Cij denote the amount of the food grain that the aircraft Si can carry to village DJ in one trip. Find the optimal number of the trips that the aircraft Sij should make to village DJ so that total quantity of the food dropped in a day is maximized. Now the problem is of maximization instead of the minimization. Now the problem of transportation is of maximization. Nature of the transportation problem is maximization. Find the initial basic feasible solution using northwest corner method. Question is clear to you? What is the meaning of the this 10? This 10 means you are taking the 10 units of food grain from by aircraft S1 to village D1. Village D1. So you want to, because this is the situation of the flood, you want to maximize this supply to all villages, right? So in this case, the transportation problem is of the maximization. Transportation problem is of maximization, but we know all the algorithm, whatever till now we have studied, all the algorithm for the minimization, right? So you know that you very important concept is coming here. So you know that minimization of z is nothing, it is the minus of maximization of the minus z. Means if I say, let's say this is the problem, right? So here we have the maximum value at this point. So if you multiply with the minus sign, if you multiply with the minus sign, so here we have the minimization. So optimal value will come at the same point. Optimal value will come means this xi will be the same. So if you convert your maximization problem into the minimization problem by taking minus of maximization of the minus z, or maximization of the z is nothing, it is the minus of minimization of the minus z. So using this concept we can compute the optimal value of both problem using the same algorithm, whether we have the minimization problem or the minimization problem. So in this case, any one of you please note down these entries. I have to write on the notepad. Can I change? Any one of you please note down the entries. You tell me the row wise. Can I change?
Yes, sir. I've noted it down.
So here we have source 1, source 2, source 3, or you can say aircraft 1, aircraft 2, aircraft 3. And here we have the village 1, village 2, village 3, village 4. Now I have said you presently problem is of maximization, but I want to convert into the minimization by using the approach minimization of the minus z. It means minus z means all the in the all cost we are multiplying with the minus sign. So here first entry is the 10, so just I multiply with the minus sign. So now the cost is the minus 10. Now next entry,
Sir, 8.
d3,
6. And then
d4,
3.
eh?
3.
AI.
AI is 60.
So AI, because number of the trips by the craft one, so that will remain the 16. In that we have not to multiply. Yes, next.
8, 10, 5, 3,
Yes, AI
and AI
A2.
is 40.
Yes,
2, 5, 9, 10, and A3 is 50.
BJ's
30, 50, 60, 40.
30, 50, 60, 40. So first check whether the problem is balanced or not. So it is the 60, 40, 100, 100, 150. It is the 30, 50, 80, 80 or 60. So it is not a balanced problem. It's correct, na, BJ? BJ are correct na? 30, 50, 60, 40.
Yes, sir.
So here it is not a balance problem. So to make the balance, first what we have to add? Yes, what we have to add? So here we have the dummy aircraft, right? Here we have the 30, 50, 30, 50, 40, 60, na? Yes, right. So and here we have the its capacity is the 30. Its capacity is 30
Excuse me, sir.
because yes,
Sir, it's 30, 50, 60, 40, sir.
right. So for the dummy aircraft we have to manage, right? And because it is not transporting any unit to any place, so here we take the zero cost. Clear? Now, so just you convert the cost, right, for the minimization. So now everything you can apply, whatever you have studied for the transportation problem, everything you can apply. They have said that initial basic solution you have to compute through the northwest corner method. So 30, it is the 30, so it's 20, so it's 20, it's 40, it's 10, and it's 30. So this is the initial basic feasible solution of the minimization problem through the northwest corner method. And that minimization problem you have obtained from the maximization problem by multiplying with minus 1, right, with minus 1 in all cost. Clear? Now you take the multiplier, u1 is equal to 0, u2, u3, u4, v1, v2, v3, v4. So that you can do. I'm not going in that part, right? Clear this thing? Now let us suppose xij means total we have the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, can you help me to find the solution? No problem. So u1 is equal to 0 for the basic variable. For the basic variable u1 v1, u1 plus v1 is equal to c11. So this is the minus 10, right? This is the minus 8. If this is the minus 8, this is minus 2. If this is the minus 2, this is the minus 3. If this is the minus 3, this is your minus 6. And when this is the minus 6, this is your minus 4. When this is the minus 4, it is the 4. It is the 4. So for the non basic variable you compute the zj minus cj. So here we have the 0 minus 3, minus of minus 6, that is the 3, right? For this we have 0 minus 3 minus of minus 4, that is the 1. And here we have the minus 2 minus 10 minus minus 12. So minus 12 minus of minus 8, so minus 4. And for this we have minus 2 minus 4 minus 6, so minus 3. And here we have the minus 6 minus 10 minus 16, so minus 14. And here we have the minus 6 minus 8 minus 14. So minus 9, and here we have the 4 and minus 10, minus 6. So minus 6. Here we have the 4 and minus 8. That is the 4 and minus 8, minus 4. And here we have the 4 and minus 3. That is the 1. So most positive is this 3. So here you allocate the theta. So as you allocate the theta, right, here you have to do the minus theta, here you have to do the plus theta, here you have to do the minus theta. So in this case we can take the theta is equal to 20. So as you take the theta is equal to 20, so here we have the minus 10, minus 8, minus 6, minus 3, minus 10, minus 8, minus 6, minus 3, minus 8, minus 10, minus 5, minus 3, minus 2, minus 5, minus 9, minus 10, 0, 0, 0, 0. Here we have the 30 and 60, 40, 50, 60, 40, 50, 30, 50, 60, 40. And here you have taken the theta is equal to 20. So this will come 30, 10, right? 30, 10, 20, 30, 0, 40, 10, 40, 10, and here we have the 30. So this is the new solution. Again, you have to use the multiplier. So u1 is equal to 0, v1 is equal to minus 10, v2 is equal to minus 8, minus 8, u2, u3, u4, v3, v4. And here we have the minus 6, and here minus 10. So this is the minus 2, this is the minus 6, so minus 3, and due to the minus 3 it will become the minus 7, and due to the minus 7 this will become the 7. So for the non-basic variable zj minus cj will come 0 minus 7 minus 3, that is the minus 4. And here we have the minus 2, minus 10, minus 12, that is the minus 4. Here we have the u3 minus 2, minus 6, minus 8, so minus 3. Here we have the minus 2, minus 7, minus 9, so minus 6. And here we have the minus 3, minus 13, so it is the minus 11. And here we have the minus 3, minus 8, so minus 11, minus 6, minus 6. Here we have the 7, minus 3, that is the minus 3. Here we have the 7, minus 8, minus 1. Here we have the 7, minus 6, that is the 1. So again it is not optimal. Here you have to allocate the theta. So as you allocate the theta here, so here you have to do the minus theta, plus theta, minus theta. So that value of the theta can be the 30. So as you just last step, so here we have the 0, here we have the 30, here we have 40. Here we have the 10, 10, and here we have the 30, 30, 10, 20. And here we have the minus 10, minus 8, minus 6, minus 3, minus 8, minus 10, minus 5, minus 3, minus 2, minus 5, minus 9, and minus 10. And here we have the 0, 0, 0, 0. So as you take the u1 is equal to 0, v1 is equal to minus 10, v2 is equal to minus 8, v3 is equal to minus 6, v3 is equal to minus 6. And as the u2 is equal to minus 8, the u2 will become the minus 2. And as you take the v3 is equal to minus 6, this will become the u3 will become the minus 3, minus 3. And as the u3 is equal to u3 is equal to minus 3, this will become the v4 is equal to minus 7, right? Minus 7. This we do not, right? And as the v3 is equal to minus 6, this will be the v3 is equal to 0, right? So it is the 6. So here the zj minus cj will come 0 minus 7 minus 3, that is the minus 4. Here minus 2 minus 10 minus 12 minus 4. Here we have the minus 2 minus 8 minus 3. Here we have the minus 2 minus 7 9 and minus 3 minus 6. And here we have the u3, so minus 7 minus 5. Here we have minus 3 minus 8 11, 11 and 5, that is the minus 6. And for here we have the 6, that is the minus 4. Here we have the minus 2, and here we have the minus 1. So this is your optimal, right? Now this is the optimal. So when it is the optimal, total cost total cost will become the 30 into minus 10 plus 30 into minus 10 plus 10 into minus 8 plus 20 into minus 6 plus 30 into minus 10 plus 30 into 10 into minus 9, 10 into minus 9, 10 into minus 9, and 30 into 0 plus 30 into 0. So what is this 30? What is this 30 denote? Village 3 will not be will not be fulfilled whatever the demand is there, because it is fulfilled by the dummy aircraft. So that is the lag, and that village is lagging by the 30 unit of the food grain. Clear? One this and because we have taken the maximization of the minus of the minimization of the minus z. So minimization of the minus z will come something negative. Something negative will come from here, right? After adding, something negative will come, so that will become the positive. So that is your way to determine the solution for the maximization problem. First, convert the maximization problem into the minimization problem, right? Apply the transportation algorithm, right? And then multiply with the minus sign to get the optimal solution for the maximization problem. In this case, x11 will be x11 will be 30, x12 will be 10, x13 will be 20. Optimal solution will remain same. X22 will be 30, and x and x31 is equal to 10, and x34 33 and x34 is equal to 40. Optimal solution will remain same. Only the means this much packet the aircraft should take to village, particular village. Clear? So that's all in the transportation problem also. It is very important question. If you have any doubt, please ask. Otherwise, you may leave. If you haven't any problem, you can leave.
Thank you, sir.
Is there any problem? You can ask.